The contestants have been chosen and their potential is evident. But what more is there to know about these candidates? Do they really deserve a shot at being the king of street foods in Naija? The power is in your hands to choose. Vote at www.foodbay.tv to ensure your favorite potential king makes it to the final cut.
Street Foodz Naija is proudly brought to you by Foodbay TV, powered by Naija Kingz.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Street Foodz Naija. On today's episode, we're going to be delving into the contestant stories about where their businesses started from and where they are today.
A lot of us need to start speaking up about our stories. We need to learn to be more vulnerable.
Not only did she have her business broken down twice by the government, but then she ended up a single mom because somebody didn't want to take responsibility. Nigeria is a hard place to do business in. It almost feels like everything in society is kind of trying to beat you down, is trying to battle you. But that's where perseverance comes in. Her story is absolutely touching, and the fact that she keeps going.
Yeah, she doesn't stop.
It's not easy.
But here's the thing, when people come up with their true stories, people stigmatize them. So we need to learn to be more sympathetic with these people.
I definitely agree with that. We need to be a lot more vocal about the struggles that we go through. I'm very intentional about sharing all the difficulties.
Okay, so now let's go on to see how she makes her beautiful akara.
Yeah, let's make some akara. So you pour in some oil. Akara is a staple, but we have other items which we serve alongside akara: pap, fried yam, and this is freshly ground bean paste. We also sell this at the cafe. So yeah, beans is very delicate. If you don't handle it properly, it would go off, and so you can smell when it's fresh. When it's not fresh, you can smell it. Although you have to really understand beans too, because sometimes it doesn't smell bad, but then you taste it like it gives off a bad taste. Well, you'll figure it out. So this is just beans and shombo. We don't put pepper, we just use salt because it's commercial, so you don't know people's preferences, and so it's best to just make it as generic as possible. We also have a bit of English breakfast items incorporated. So we have pancakes, sausages, French toast, and scrambled eggs. We taste for salt. It's a little too salty, so we add more butter. Raw beans shouldn't be ingested, so do not swallow. And this is how I test the oil. Yeah, so it comes up when it's hot enough. Hot enough, you can hear it sizzling. Spice oil is hot. It makes the French toast have some heat. Saturdays are our busiest days. During the week, we do more deliveries. On Saturdays, we have something called Akara games. Some of the bread, one gets done quicker. You know from the top, like once the top of the bread is soft and hot. So we add some salt to the eggs and water. We don't have TV, we just want people to interact, like eat akara, play games, just talk to people. Soft and fluffy.
Everything about her was literally spick and span. I mean, innovation, French toast with akara, with sausages, who does that? I mean, that's just an amazing idea, so she killed it for me.
Not a lot of people know that when you're making akara, you have to beat air into the akara so that it's light and fluffy. A lot of people think you just blend it and fry it. It's because you saw her scrambled eggs were nice and fluffy. She was quite clean, and her presentation was beautiful.
Her process was nice.
One of my friends then told me there was a vacancy at Mandarin Chinese restaurant in Maryland. I was informed that I had to start as a plate washer. I took the job, which I had to do for 1 year.
For 1 year, he was washing dishes, but he was really understudying. What he has learned he can't pay for it. That is one of the things the millennials today don't want to learn.
When you look at people like Chef Clarkson, who had his restaurant broken down.
Illegal structures, and then we come and blame the government. I mean, come on.
Government is not really to be blamed.
I don't think majority of Lagosians can tell you who their local government chairman is. If we don't know who we're supposed to be meeting to ask these questions, then who do we hold accountable?
Ignorance is not an excuse.
Hey, Street Foodz Naija, welcome to my spot. My name is Clarkson Okoro, probably known as the chef. I want to perform the way I prepare my pepper sauce. I use this King's vegetable oil, so I'm going to pour it into this bowl now. I feel by entering this Foodz Naija, I'm very, very much happy. Already the parboiled chicken has been seasoned with ginger, garlic, chicken spices, and the double cube. So now we go straight to the saucing of the chicken before roasting. Then you bring it out, you leave it for some while to drain off the oil from it. If you put it directly to the fire, it will bring out the flame of the fire. It will not give you a good display because some places will be burnt. I've started the roasting now. So anytime you bring in the flame, you can see what I'm talking about, the oil. You know where it drains, so you have to use water to quench it off. So as you are roasting, you try to be changing the surfaces from one place to the other because you must not see any signs of burnt. It won't take you more than 15 minutes. It's done.
Chef Clarkson's final product looked really good, and if you serve that to me without showing me where it came from, I would be excited to eat it.
I think with a little bit of coaching and taking him through the real grilling processes, classes, he will do better.
2 contestants down from 13 compelling stories and interesting food techniques. Don't forget that you, the viewer, will have to decide who qualifies for the next stage on the way to becoming king of the Street Foodz Naija. Visit www.foodbay.tv to vote for your favorite contestant and follow us. Like and comment on our Facebook and Instagram at Foodbay TV and subscribe to Foodbay TV on YouTube. Stay tuned for more exciting episodes on Street Foodz Naija.
Street Foodz Naija is proudly brought to you by Foodbay TV, powered by Devon Kingz.